is an India Today exclusive. Days after reports emerged of an Indian national, Nikhil Gupta, in the custody of Czech Republic for charges of murder for hire, he now has a legal counsel in Prague. And I'm being joined by the lawyer himself, Petr Slepicka. Thank you so much for joining us here on India Today, Petr. Let's begin with the case itself. How did you learn of the case? What's the details of the case that now is on and ongoing in Prague?
I think you have lots of information about his case. He was put in custody at the end of June. Now he is in custody more than 4 or 5 months. During this period, there was a interrogation from United States. It was very unusual because there were 5 American agents, American state prosecutor, and also 12 American agents were connected through some video device. So then after the decision of municipal court, when the municipal court decided to extradite Mr. Gupta to the United States, the American share or issued a new indictment. There are more precise information about the crime. And now in Czech Republic, we are waiting for hearing beside court.
All right. How strong is Nikhil Gupta's case when it comes to this entire plea of extradition? What is the evidence that the United States has provided so far? Given that when it comes to conversations with India, India is still waiting for evidence with regards to the murder for hire charges against Nikhil Gupta.
Only evidence what we have received is statement of one American agent. There is nothing more. In the statement or also in indictment, there are mentioned many evidence against Mr. Gupta, like video calls, audio calls. We haven't received anything.
Okay. What about the evidence of Nikhil Gupta having paid an agent over there who was working as an undercover agent of the DEA? Any information, evidence regarding the exchange of money?
What I see on the picture is that there are 4 hands and money between the hands. Nothing more. What's this evidence? Mr. Gupta wasn't in the United States, so not not his hand.
So you have been shown photographic evidence.
No, I haven't been shown. I have found it in American indictment.
Okay, and the person in question is not Nikhil Gupta.
I suppose it can't be Nikhil Gupta because the pictures is from United States. Nikhil Gupta, last visit of Nikhil Gupta in United States is dated 2017.
Okay. And the other important aspect of the case is what is happening in Prague. In terms of the Ministry of External Affairs and the Indian mission in Prague, how much of an assistance did you and Nikhil Gupta really get from the mission?
I haven't received nothing. And Mr. Gupta, I suppose, has 2 or 3 visits from Indian officials, but it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay, so no legal assistance as such from the mission. Were you hired personally by Nikhil Gupta?
I was hired by Nikhil Gupta and his family.
What is the family really saying, Petr? Have they reached Prague? Have they had any access to Mr. Gupta?
Who?
The family members?
The family members are in contact with Mr. Gupta through me, usually.
But they're not in Prague.
Maybe he is alive. He wasn't. They weren't in Prague yet.
Okay. Again, when it comes to the conversations that we are having with regards to the extradition case itself, how confident are you of Nikhil Gupta's case for not being extradited to the United States of America, given
He will be
that
extradited to United States.
because Czech Republic and the United States are treaty partners?
Treaty and friendship and all other things.
So there is no way of having Nikhil Gupta not be extradited to the United States. That's not an option.
If Americans are true, and if they have all evidence against Mr. Gupta, there is no chance that he's not going to be extradited. Only where the American made a mistake that they issued the second indictment, where is written that Mr. Gupta was connected to someone in India. So maybe that could be the reason that it's not ordinary murder, but it has some politic background.
Also, Petra, I know just a few more questions. When it came to identifying Nikhil Gupta's nationality, were the Czech authorities honest with the Indian mission on the charges leveled against him, or did they talk about only drug trafficking, illegal arms smuggling, and did not mention?
He is accused only in this case. It means he is accused of hiring hitmen somewhere in the United States in US. There are no other accusations against him.
So when the Indian mission was approached, they knew that this was a murder for hire charge against him.
Yes.
And finally, before I let you go, we are looking at a lot of evidence in the indictment, but in terms of really having evidence given to the authorities, there isn't much. What is and how has Nikhil Gupta pled in the courts in Prague, and what is the further appeal that we can look at for Nikhil Gupta in the Czech Republic?
So first part of defense is that he is not the one the Americans are looking for, and now the second one will be it will be much more easily because okay, if it's true what American has already written to their indictment, okay, there must be solution between India and the United States, and Mr. Gupta is just a soldier. But I don't know where it's true, so I cannot say okay it was like American are saying, or he is a common criminal. So I don't know.
Right. So the strongest case you're making right now is that he's not the man the US are looking for.
He's not the man. And the second, if American are true, okay, solve it differently than through Czech justice.
Right. Petr, is this one of those rare cases that you're handling for the first time and is unusual in many ways than one, on a personal note?
I am attorney who are involved in lots of cases with lots of importance, like murders, drugs, foreigners in Czech Republic, also the big money laundering cases and other type of these cases. So I'm not afraid of this case. So I am experienced enough to handle it.
And in your own experience, when you deal with foreigners and nationalities of other countries, are the other missions more forthcoming than the Indian mission? How many times did you have to request for a meeting?
Usually, if the criminals are from countries from Europe or usually are from Vietnam, there is not any special care from their authorities, the state authorities. There was one exception. I had one Irish guy in custody, and his embassy was very active in his case.
Right. Petr, thank you so much for speaking with India Today and explaining the case to us. Finally, because I hear the Justice Ministry spokesperson say that India has no jurisdiction, the family members are seeking intervention of the Indian government. Can there be an intervention, or are you also of the same opinion as that of the Ministry of Justice in the Czech Republic, that India has no jurisdiction?
It's not judicial jurisdiction, only judicial jurisdiction, but also there are some, I suppose, political ways. So, okay, somebody can try to negotiate with our government, with the American government. If what they are American writing in this indictment, it's not case for attorneys, but it's a case for politicians.
So you are looking at political intervention maybe at the level or at higher levels between India and the Czech Republic and India and the United States of America?
I'm just telling you my opinion about the case. I don't know if there is possibility that someone will connect Czech government from India or American connect someone from India, from Czech Republic. I don't know. I'm just an attorney. But from my point of view as a attorney, okay, if there is something hidden behind. So.
In your appreciation, does Nikhil Gupta seem like a man who's quite important, significant in the larger scheme of things, or does he seem like somebody who's been caught in a case where of a mistaken identity?
I think both of these things.
That he's significant and important as well, and that this is a case of mistaken identity.
When he read the second American indictment, everyone who is written inside can say, okay, I have to be very important.
On that note, Petr, thank you so much for joining us here on India Today. Wishing you the best on the case and on the matter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.